So one thing I worry about a lot with these videos is repeating myself. I don't want to have a bunch of videos all saying the exact same thing, but different aspects of information are relevant within the context of different aspects of other information. And so maybe I'm talking about this topic, but this other thing is related, and so I will add that information in because it helps build a bigger picture for this thing. But then in a different video I'm talking about this thing, which is also related to that in a different way, and so I will pull that same thing that I've already said into this video to give a bigger, better picture and a more full understanding of this thing. And so I feel like I end up saying the same thing over and over in multiple videos, and it's not the same video. I'm talking about this thing or I'm talking about that thing. And that's just like one example of how I end up repeating myself. But that's something I worry about a lot. And I think maybe I probably just shouldn't like it all. Because even in the context of, if I break this down into me and you, the person watching this, you right there, the one who's sitting down watching this through, ignore the camera, ignore the screen, it's just me and you. If you break it down to that level, it's really not that different than most IRL conversations, except that this one is one way. But if I'm talking with a friend IRL, or a coworker or something, as I look back and reflect on how conversations have gone in the past, repeating yourself is completely normal. Not only for different contexts of different concepts and the way things are related in different ways, but also because our memory is not perfect. We don't remember everything. And so there have been countless times where I explained something to someone and then a week later I have to explain it again so that they can understand. Like, I explained it the first time for them to understand this thing, and now I have to explain it for them to understand this thing, or maybe even just repeating the same thing because they just forgot. And the other way around too. There are things that I just don't remember because your memory is, and this is going to be a butchered explanation, but something along the lines of the memory functions by remembering whatever is deemed most important, whatever you encounter the most often. So if there's something you don't think about very often, if there's something that you haven't encountered very often, of course you're not going to remember it because it wasn't memory worthy, I guess. I don't know. So repeating yourself is completely normal, yet I worry about this, and I don't entirely know why. So I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on this. Let me know down in the comments, especially for any other small YouTubers. That would be, I feel like, probably the perspective that would be most useful for me to hear from. But for anyone in general, you can comment down below and let me know what you think about this, and maybe I should just not worry about that. And honestly, the more that I make these videos, the more the less I worry about that, especially because even this video itself, I've already talked about this in a different video, but very briefly and within a different context, and it was just to fill in more info on the topic of that video, versus this is now the topic of this video, and now I'm referencing other things to fill in the bigger picture of this, and I'll probably make videos about those things in the future, you know? So I don't know. I think that's about it. It's a pretty short video because there just isn't that much to say about it. It's just a small little reflection. Yep. So thanks for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. Subscribe if you want more, and take care.